Today, I'm doing another roll for ice cream flavor inspired by Adventures in Ardia's roll for sandwich. But this time, I'm doing a little twist and I'm making an ice cream pizza, which is exactly what it sounds like, an ice cream that is shaped like a pizza. I really tried to include some unique and potentially strange flavors to add to the drama and come up with something that I would probably not make on my own. I also ordered a new dice with a higher count as per the suggestions in my last video, but until it arrives, I'm just going to be using the 6-sided die. Up first, of course, we need a crust. This is not going to be like a pie crust, but an actual crust made out of ice cream. The options are golden graham cereal, pretzel, maple, banana pudding, ginger, and cornbread. Because this flavor is the bulk of the ice cream, I wanted it to be something that would potentially go well with other flavors. All right, let's roll for crust. Pretzel. Okay, that's a good one.
Pretzel is one of my favorite ice cream flavors, so I was really happy about this one. I combined 150 grams of unsalted pretzels with the custard base that's pinned on my profile and a half a teaspoon of salt. I ended up making 2 batches, since this will be the bulk of the ice cream for the pizza. After churning, I spread the ice cream onto a plastic-lined pizza pan, then piped a thick edge for that pizza crust look.
Next, we'll need sauce. The options are mango sorbet, caramel, raspberry curd, tomato sorbet, chocolate fudge, and toxic waste. These are all really good options, but I am kind of hoping that it's tomato, and maybe even toxic waste could be fun. Toxic waste, oh shit.
Well, I asked for it. I used both cherry red and blue raspberry toxic waste, and I'm really hoping that the tart sour flavor doesn't take over the whole pizza.
And now for the cheese. The options are ricotta and lemon, blue cheese, vanilla cotton candy, cream cheese, mint, and toasted marshmallow. All right, the cheese will save us. Vanilla cotton candy. This is turning real strange.
For the vanilla cotton candy flavor, I made a batch of my simple ice cream base and added 1/4 teaspoon of this concentrated cotton candy extract and just a teaspoon of vanilla extract so it wouldn't overtake the flavor. After churning, I chilled it in the freezer overnight to firm up, then cut it into slices and shredded it on top of the pizza, just like cheese.
And this pizza is going to have 3 toppings, and each category is going to have 6 different options. For topping 1, the options are pineapple sorbet, ginger lime sorbet, bacon maple, black licorice, jalapeno peach sorbet, and rosemary infused honey. All right, well, if it's not pineapple, then it's got to be bacon maple, right? Give me something weird. Black licorice.
I don't love black licorice, but I can tolerate a little. I melted the licorice down with water, then added it to a custard base. I made sure to strain out any unmelted chunks, added a little black food coloring, and chilled it in the refrigerator before churning it in an ice cream maker. I then spread it out thin in a plastic-lined pan, then set it in the freezer for a few hours to harden up before I cut out some circles to mimic black olives. I think they turned out really great.
All right, and now for topping number 2, the options are peanuts, shredded coconut, crushed hard candy, chocolate salami, chocolate-covered dried onions, and chili crisp. All right, at this point, I don't know what to think, but I kind of want the chili crisp. Chocolate salami. All right.
I'd never made a chocolate salami before, but it was relatively simple. I just combined some crushed up cookies and chopped pistachios into a chocolate ganache and shaped it in plastic wrap. After letting it harden in the refrigerator, I coated it in powdered sugar and sliced it up. I will definitely be making this again and trying other mix-ins. Really fun.
Okay, and now the final toppings, which may be the strangest, but I don't know at this point. The options are dried blueberries, blue Takis,
Bugs!
maraschino cherries, white chocolate, and finally, peanut butter pickle slices. All right, at this point, all bets are off. What's it gonna be? Bugs.
The final step was to add the toppings, the licorice slices, the chocolate salami, and these crunchy bugs with a little cheddar and barbecue flavoring. Mmm.
And here we have the final frozen pizza. This thing is massive, so I'm hoping that it's good. Time to cut a slice. Oh, this works surprisingly well. I mean, it certainly looks like pizza. It's already starting to melt, so I gotta get into this quick. First bite should have every ingredient. Got the salami, the sauce, the worms, the crust, the cheese. All right, cheers. Wow, that is a roller coaster. First off, I taste the chocolate, get a little bit of the pretzel. The worm is just a little bit of texture because the other flavors are so much more powerful, but it really finishes off with that toxic waste. Tart, sour, cherry sludge. I hate to say this, but I kind of like it. What I really like about pizza is that each bite is a little bit different depending on what toppings you get. So this one will actually have the licorice, whereas the first one just had the salami. So let's try it with the licorice. Wow. That is sour. I would say the only thing that would turn someone off would probably be the toxic waste. If you don't like sour things, then this is not for you, but I love it. I have to say, I think I like it with the chocolate salami on top the most. And this is definitely the kind of pizza where you want to eat the crust. Yum. It's such a fun, weird dessert. You could obviously use different ingredients to your liking, but this is really interesting and I am enjoying it. And just to know, I'm gonna try one of these worms on its own. Doesn't taste like anything. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. It's super weird, super fun, super unique. Took a lot of work, but I think it was worth it. And I learned a lot of different techniques like the chocolate salami that I'll definitely be using again. All right, well, thank you so much if you stuck around. And let me know if there are other flavors you'd like to see me incorporate in these or just as ice cream on its own. I always love to hear suggestions, and I hope you have a wonderful day.